Dana Osgood is tracking our forecast. It felt like the temperature climbed a little bit today, but we will drop right back down tonight.
Right back down tonight, and high temperatures tomorrow are going to be even colder than they were today. High temperatures in the teens, but overnight it's going to be especially cold because we have the clear skies, we have that little bit of wind, and that wind chill just makes a huge difference. For example, wind chills across the state right now for a lot of us are in the single digits, and if you're not in the single digits above zero, you might be in the single digits below zero. Currently feels like -9 in Greenville, -12 is the feels like temperature in Rangeley. We did have a good bit of sunshine during the day though, and at least for me it made it feel a touch warmer. Right now we do have a little bit of cloud cover moving in, especially in areas of northern Maine, and that's that warm front that's going to move south across the state during the morning hours tomorrow, which will bring us a couple of flurries. But we do have a cold weather advisory in effect for the areas here shaded in this light blue color, areas of northern and western Maine. Wind chills down to -25 and -30. There is that frostbite risk, and that's in effect until 10 a.m. tomorrow. So overnight tonight will be very, very cold, and then we have that front that moves through, especially earlier in the day. A couple of flurries or light snow showers around, especially in areas inland, but we're not expecting much snow accumulation from that front really at all. And in the afternoon hours, might even see a little bit of sunshine. And then on Saturday, I think it is the better of the two weekend days if you want to get out and about. It'll still be really cold, but we'll have plenty of sunshine. The second half of the weekend, though, is when things start to get more interesting, and that's because of our nor'easter. So this nor'easter is going to track up the coast, as nor'easters do. And the big question this week is just how close does the center of low pressure get to us here in Maine? And it's wobbled back and forth a little bit, but at this point we can confidently say that it's not going to be a big hit here in Maine. However, we do still have some impacts to discuss. So this is our first call for our snowfall map. 1 to 3 inches along the coast. I think the best chance for those higher snowfall rates will be in areas of the immediate down east coastline. Areas inland a trace to about 1 inch, and then the mountains are unlikely to see any snow really at all. And then the winds are something we have to talk about with nor'easters. Winds coming mainly out of the north and northeast, hence their name. Wind gusts about 35 to 45 miles per hour in those coastal zones, and then inland gusts about 25 to 35 miles per hour. Possibility of some power outages, though that is a better wind direction for us, for example, than if it were off the coast. And then because we do have astronomical high tides, we do have that splashover and a bit of a coastal flood risk, especially if you're in those coastal zones that typically flood. Best chance for that will be on high tide Sunday morning and high tide Sunday night. So nor'easter, to sort of contextualize this here, snow impact looks lower, mainly coastal. We will watch the wind gusts though and the increased risk of coastal flooding. Marine forecast sees 2 to 5 feet, small craft advisory. So here's a quick look at that 7-day forecast. For the next few days, it will be fairly calm, a couple flurries around tomorrow, but very, very cold, especially high temps tomorrow, only in the teens. Brian and Amanda, we do still have to nail down the exact track of that nor'easter for Sunday, so there is a little bit of a subject to change there, but we will be keeping a close eye on that over the next few days.
All right, Dana, thank you.